right, boys and girls, we got a special science lesson for you today. We're going to talk about scientific tools. And I went through my closet and I dug out some of my science tools that I have in there that I would love to share with you. Yes, I am wearing a science tool on my face right now. These are laboratory science goggles. They are for safety. They will protect my eyes if I'm ever doing some kind of a science experiment. Okay. I also have a hand lens here, or a magnifying glass. This allows me to see small objects closer. I have a test tube. This can have any kind of device, any kind of liquid or powder in it, and you can test it. A good safety tip is to never drink or consume anything that's out of a test tube, a beaker, or a graduated cylinder. Anything that you have from a lab, do not ever eat or consume anything from there. A magnet is a good tool to learn new information. And this, I bet you can guess what this is. You might find this in your backyard or your front yard. This is a thermometer. It measures the temperature. I have a journal here. A journal is a really good thing for a scientist to have because you can log certain information, and this journal happens to be pretty amazing. You can write about a science experiment that you're doing. What do you think will happen? And what is the result? What actually happened? So a journal is a good thing to have for scientists to log any new information you have. Models are great for scientists. This is a model of the ant life cycle in different stages. This is a tool for a meteorologist that they would use. This is a weather vane. Whenever the wind blows, it blows in the direction, and it tells you that the wind would be blowing east. I have another tool for a meteorologist. This is a multi-use tool. It has a lot of different things. It has the weather vane, just like the other one did. It tells you the direction of the wind. It has a rain gauge, which tells you it fills up with rain as the rain falls, and it tells you how many inches of rain has fallen. It has a temperature thermometer on it. You can record the rain on here. And then also, I don't have the attachment on it right now, but it has the wind speed as well. So if this would to blow, it would tell you how fast the wind is blowing. And one big tool that I have here is what is this, class? If you said microscope, you are right. This is a microscope. This lets you see really tiny objects up close and in detail. All right, so for the lesson today, on September 9th, find the lesson Science Fusion. What are science tools? Okay, when you click on it, of course, open it in Kami. Now I already have here, so you can see what are science tools. So before you go through this lesson, what does a thermometer measure? I want you to figure it out and write it on this line right here. As you're going through the lesson, find 2 vocabulary terms and write them on these 2 lines here. Scroll down. Be sure to read all this lesson about units and rulers. And you can use any everyday objects. If you don't have a ruler on hand, you can use a toy car. You can use the tip of your finger. You can even use your feet if you wanted to. And then over here, don't forget to do the math. This is kind of a fun, you will need a ruler for that too. Oh, there's a vocabulary word about science tools, and be sure to circle what you see in this hand lens right here. This will talk about a thermometer. You've got cold here, measuring temperature, measuring weight, and be sure to name 2 things you can weigh on a scale. Here's one, and here's another one. Read this about length, width, and height, and circle the object that the ruler is measuring here, okay? This is a tape measure. And do the sum it up, 1, 2, and 3. And then scroll down to the brain check. Now this part I've already done for you. You're going to match the terms to the picture. So the tape measure is done for you. I want you to do the rest using Kami. And then down here, read the clue and write the tool next to it. I've already done that as well. Measuring the length of a book. And here it is, a ruler. All right. So if your parents are around, I would like you to go on a scavenger hunt around your house. See which science tools from this lesson you have in or around your home, and then discuss it with your child to see how to use each tool. I bet you will be very surprised to see how many tools you do happen to have around your house. Have fun and happy hunting.